So, what is statistics? So, I give you a few seconds let you think about what you learned from the statistics. Of course, you're definitely going to think about, statistics including mean, median, mode, standard deviation. I know statistics. Yes, so that is one way to understand statistics. So it's basically the statistic is a term refer to numerical facts such as average, median, percent, and index number that help us understand a variety of the business and the economic situation. So basically, statistics is like your English. It's a language, and you're using it to understand the business and economic situation. And so it's another language. However, here I want to emphasize the extended definition of the statistic. So the statistic is not just a number. It is a whole scientific analysis process. It's a science of the statistic. So basically, it's involving a lot of procedures. So when you're doing statistical analysis, it's involving many steps. So first of all, you're gonna learn how to collecting data. So whether you collect it through survey, you collect it on the internet, or you send a survey on the Survey Monkey, or ask your friend to fill a survey, or even you just observe it. So it's including collecting data. And the second step, after you collect the data, you're going to analyzing the data. And after you're analyzing the data, you have to know how to present your data. Are you putting a chart, a table? So that involving the statistical skill too. And then lastly, you have to learn how to interpret your data. So if you are a business and analyst, so your boss will expecting you not just on just calculate a number, create a chart, but also they want you to help the business stakeholder to understand what those chart and table means. Therefore, you also need to learn how to interpret your data. So for this class, in your stats class, your mathematics stats class, you might focusing on the first definition of the statistic. You try to learn how to calculate average, median, percentage. However, in this class, we are gaining the statistic analysis skills. So it's involving the whole process. So I'm very excited about your final project because I will be able to have, you will have a chance to go through the whole procedure by yourself, and I will be able to look at your creative project. So one thing I want to mention that in the future you're going to be on the job market. Sometimes the job opening might ask you about, oh, what kind of class project you carried on. So therefore, it's a good opportunity for this class offer you this opportunity that to practice your independent researching skills. So you're going to collect your own data. You can analyze the data using the skill we learned from this class, and you can present it as a report. And when you write on the report, the interpretation also included. So it is a good project. It's a good experience you should list on your resume when you will be on the job market. So the statistical analysis project. And so after we understand the definition of the statistic and what we're going to focus on in this class, I'm going to move on to the application of our statistics. Application of our statistics in the business and economic world. Before I showing you the numbers, and I want to help you to think. So think about what is your major. So your major might be finance, might be marketing, might be personal financial planning, might be accounting, might be economics. Can you think about how will statistics be used in the field you chose? Okay. Although I'm not a marketing major, however, I think marketing is very close to everybody's daily life. Therefore, I want to talk about one example everybody must be experienced. So think about, have you ever shopping in Giant Eagle? Have you ever shopped in Giant Eagle? So have you ever used the self checkout? If not, please try it. So there is, if you live close to campus, there's a Giant Eagle very close to campus. So in order to use the self checkout, what you need to have is join the Get-Go Advantage card. Get-Go Advantage card. So you scan the Get-Go Advantage card, and then you can start to scan your item. Without that membership card, you won't be able to do self checkout. So the member card is no fee will charge, and sometimes the membership card actually give you some discount. So now you're thinking, why Giant Eagle want to give incentive to the consumer to use their Advantage member card? So I want to give you an example. So 4 years ago, my cousin visited me from China, and she really liked Haagen-Dazs ice cream. And so before she came to my place, I bought like 3 jar of Haagen-Dazs ice cream from Giant Eagle. And then after she came to my house, she finished within a week. That's quickly. That she really loved it. So then we decided to go back to buy more. And then as we bought 2 jars, and then we went to self checkout. As we scanned our member card, and then a coupon popped out from the coupon machine. So they said, if you buy 4 jars, they give me $1 off. And my cousin was so excited. Said, "Oh my God, the American machine read my mind." I'm so excited. So she went back to pick up 2 more jars. So and then on the way back home, she said, "Oh my God, the American machine is so magic. How's she gonna know what I want?" And I was giggling because you know what? It's not surprising for me. Being a statistician and economist, I understand. Because last time when I purchased the item, I scanned my membership card, and so they record my preference. When my cousin came, it was the end of the August, and so it's towards the end of the summer. So you know that ice cream if you don't sell within a certain period of time, they expire. So they have incentive to sell more ice creams. So when we went back to the Giant Eagle again, so they instantly identify my member card and understand my preference. That is, I like Haagen-Dazs ice cream. So therefore, they give me that coupon and to give me incentivize me to buy 4 jar of Haagen-Dazs ice cream. So this is one implication of the statistics when people are collecting the data. So for the marketing, for the people in the marketing field, they can use those data to understand a consumer's preference. So let me give you more application in the other field because we definitely have students in other majors. So if you're accounting, you're definitely going to use statistics. Why? Because, for instance, the public accounting firm use statistical sampling procedure when conduct audits for their client. So they won't go through everything, every report. It is time consuming, it's not efficient. So therefore, they are just using statistical sampling procedure to select the report to went through their auditing. So if you are economics major, so you will notice that recently we have so many reports about unemployment rate, etc. So they are actually all use the statistic method to estimate those indicators. And also, economists use statistical information in making forecasts about the future of the economy or some aspect of it. And how about the finance and also personal financial planning major student? So the statistics is very, very useful in those fields as well. So financial advisor use PE ratio, price earning ratios, and the dividend yield to guide their investment advice. So when you're taking your finance or accounting class, you learn the PE ratio or dividend yields. It is statistics. So it is a statistic. Although it's considered as a financial ratios, but it actually is but fundamentally it is a statistic. They are all statistics. So how about the student major in marketing? As I already mentioned, electronic point of scale scanner at the retail checkout counter are used to collect data for a variety of the marketing research application. And how about our student in the business? They're like a general administration major. So if you are very interested in doing the quality control, and you will notice that a variety of statistical quality control charts are used to monitor the output of the production process. And also, if you're HR, you can use those data to measure the efficiency of the employee. And so it's very popular use in business world. And how about if you are information system or the information system related field. So the variety of the statistical information helped administrator assess the performance of computer networks. So in general speaking, if you're a business major, if you said, I never learned, if you're in a business program, if you say you never learned the statistics, you really need to question what kind of business program you are in. So therefore, in our business program, we are requiring both statistic and business statistics classes. And hopefully, if you will end up into the graduate school and you graduate and your graduate program will offer you more opportunity to exploring the statistic field, because if you look at the trend nowadays trend, so most good paid business job will require you to have a strong statistic background. And so if we will have a further opportunity, and because I'm personally using R, SAS, I also know Python languages. So if we have opportunities, and I will be very happy to offer more courses to help you to increase uh, your skill set and help you to make you more marketable on the job market. And so in our next video, we're gonna focus on the next part of the information. So we will focus on the data set, and the full scale of measurement. I'm sure you still remember many of those concepts. However, I want to emphasize in those videos is the application, because those concepts actually relate to the weekly quizzes and your exams as well. So make sure when you listen to those lectures, pay attention and write it down, some very interesting example as well.